from a mate and hope for the best when they fly home.
What about A for A1 Airport Parking?
At A1 Airport Parking, get 2 days for $25, 3 days for $34, or get 7 days parking for just $69. And at just 5 minutes from the airport, they'll get you there in time for your flight and pick you up when you get home. Show your footy or sporting club membership anytime you park and get 10% off. A1airportparking.com.au.
Program sponsor.
My plans for the year, save up for a house so we can build hopefully in November.
Going overseas to Japan.
Recently become a father of a second child.
Finish up baseball season.
Take the kids skiing.
Move into a new house.
Go to the footy a lot.
I am in a tennis tournament in April.
Back out at Pat Wright Senior Oval for the big clash between Noble Park and Balwyn. It's a 3-point margin, the favourite ball, and they go forward through Reddy Watts. Inside forward 50 now. Shane Allen's there for the Bulls to mop up. Nicely done there by Kennedy. He got the little handball away. Also nicely done there by Benoit. Out towards the wing position now. Chasing after it there was Shivers, the big man. Benoit was right on his hammer. Going after it again. Trickling it towards the boundary line was Corrigan. They want the safety of the paint. They'll get that. And we'll have a boundary throw in far centre, far side of Pat Wright Senior Oval out at the Bull Ring today. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Great job by Barry Cotts as always with the scoreboard at halftime, along with Wayne Brasher and Esmond DePonzo. Umpire throws it up. Allen got the stoppage, banked it on his left boot up towards the half-forward line. Nelson had the front spot. Umpire said he was held without the football. Weatherald was the player on his hammer, so it'll be Luke Nelson on the right boot inside forward 50. He wastes no time, took Wilton, he comes out. He had eyes only for the football. It was a perfectly weighted kick, and he'll have a ping from about 40 metres out directly in front for the chance to put his first one through for the afternoon.
Great vision by Nelson. Beautiful kick, and James Gwilt right there, and a fantastic mark, and you'd back him to kick this 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, Pendlebury had no chance there.
So the favourite son, he left, he went to St Kilda, he came back, and then he kicked a point.
That must have been the 10th.
So through for a minor score. I built him up nicely, but he let me down.
I was expecting Moby Dick for a second there.
2 points is the margin. Balwyn still have the lead. Ball in the back pocket, Weatherald. He's on his right side. It's unfamiliar for him, so he goes for the handball. Got it away to Roach. Little look away. Got it trapped off by Bull, who kicked it to the top of the square. Well done. Good mark there by Petropolis. Goes on, digging on the boot to Bull. Just in the nick of time, and he put it through. The umpire gives a 2-figure salute, and Noble Park have hit the front once again on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It only took 2 minutes. I tell you what, that was rough and tough football in that forward pocket, but the Bulls have come through with the goods there off the ground goal, and they lead by 4 points.
I tell you what, Will Petropolis will be the most relieved man in the crowd. He very nearly
Lux
watched that.
There.
Yeah. I think he must have, the umpire must have thought he was Buddy Franklin there where he was tackled. He just dropped the ball. That's clearly holding the ball. That shouldn't have been a goal.
I agree with you, Soupy.
So ball up at centre. Watts and Dorr do battle again. Watts wins the taps but doesn't win the footy. Noble Park do. As that handed out there by Allen, swooped onto now here by Simpkin for Balwyn, and the ball still in dispute. Quick hands there from Weatherald, evaded the tackle there of Nelson, and it's locked in there by O'Regan. Will get a ball up on the half forward flank for Noble Park. So good crowd in here this afternoon. Great afternoon of footy so far. 4 points the margin, 3 minutes gone in the third term. One of 6 Division 1 games on offer this afternoon. Tap one down now as Cross tries to get to it first, just shoves Bull in the back. Umpire says yes, push in the back. Bull gets the free kick and moves this out quickly. The ball driven in towards the direction of Harper, and he takes the mark in the forward pocket here for Noble Park, and he'll line up for possibly his third of the afternoon.
He's been brilliant, Tim Harper. He's given them a constant presence up forward, as he does every week.
Mark it down in your Eastern footballer. He'll snag this.
So Tim Harper looking for his third of the afternoon. First 2 were in the first quarter. Slight angle. He moves in from about 35 metres out. It is into the post. And about an inch in it.
Maybe not.
It's a bit more of a storyline than Gwilt, or a bit less of a storyline than Gwilt from a moment ago. But 5 points the difference. Noble Park 7-6-48. Lead Balwyn 7-1-43. 4 minutes gone. Third quarter here on 98.1.
Wetherald to wind around on the left, goes out towards a Goebels direction, had the big fly, knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. Sam Monaghan right on his hammer, right in front of the broadcast position, right in front of the Social Club faithful who are out here in numbers as they always are on the balcony. Fire to throw it indoor versus Watts. Watts got the knockdown. Monaghan got the kick inside forward 50. Little backwards, back of the heel shot there by Wetherald. Got the ball away, but Stacks on the mill in shoes. And we'll have about ball up about 45 metres out. The goal umpire is actually paid holding the ball there. It's no, that's a question mark.
I thought that one was right. Two teammates were holding the ball at the ground, and then they got tackled, so it was their own fault.
Yeah, Grant Soupy Campbell will back him every day of the week. Comes in now. Backwards to go forward, so ball went out towards the wing position. It was a 2-on-1 situation. Umpire said it was okay. Tim Kelly took the mark in the end, got the handball away. Now the balls go inside forward 50. Harper was there, went straight through his mids, came out to Roach, who just poked it up towards the cross direction. He had to be steady. He got it to Tregear on the opposite boot, switched it around. That was good play, and the mark's been taken by O'Regan across the half back line. They'll use the far side of Pat Wright Senior Oval. Handball over the top, Taylor Gilchrist. He links up well. He's Tommy Roach. He just trapped the football, goes inside. That was okay. Simpkin got it away. They're moving it nicely along the far side here, Balwyn, but they've met their challenge here because Bull was able to trap it for the Bulls. No pun intended. In towards the middle of the ground to the zig. Couldn't take it. Sketcher was there to mop up. He was crunched in a tackle, and he's going to be pinged. Gonski didn't get rid of it in the right amount of time, so it'll be Simpkin inside forward 50, but chopped off by Kyle Martin. Now there'll be another switch on play here. Here's Thomas. He's got a bit of space. He might go over the top here. That was a good-looking handball. Sam Monaghan on the right boot up towards the wing position. You've just got to hit targets at this stage of the game. So Noble Park, Wilt's doing a lead across the half-forward line. They're going to go longer over the top towards Ziggy Alwyn over the top of him. It was dialed on by Penderbury. He released him. McCutcheon was there. Got the handball back to O'Regan, and now they'll have the numbers in Roach. Over the top here goes McCutcheon. Over the top again, and there was a free kick paid, but the umpire said, let's give the advantage. In the middle of the ground, they'll slow it up through Vanderhaar. Gets the handball away. Back to O'Regan on the right boot up towards the wing position. They've got the numbers out there. Dan Hughes takes the mark. There's still two kicks from home. Inside forward 50, the ball goes. Which way will this one fall? Goebels couldn't take it, but it was nicely done by Meeson, who has a shot at the goals. I tell you what, this might have gone through. Which way's it going to go here?
Free kick, I think.
Throw-in.
No, boundary throw-in, yep.
And Kyle Martin.
It was a boundary throw-in.
Kyle Martin.
Everything stopped. It certainly went through the goals. I wasn't sure what happened there. Everything stopped. I was certainly getting the commentary from the Social Club in the background about what happened. But all play stopped, and it's still inside forward 50.
Well, you sold us the scenario very well, BWS.
Well, we saw, everyone would have seen it on camera. Umpire brings the ball back in. Dorr had the front spot, knocked it away. Bouncing football came out towards Simpkin. He kept it alive. Rennie Watts, the big man, went down, got up, got rid of it, released it. Tobin came in, got the handball away. A lot of plays around this football. Fraser's in there, lays a tackle, and we'll have a ball up.
No, he gets
the umpire
a free
is
kick.
Saying that there's a free kick going the way of Balwyn, and he's happy to give it away. Here's O'Regan from 50. Oh, he didn't even look at the goals. O'Regan to the top of the goal square, bouncing, and through to the left-hand side, seen over by Giobi. Minor score is the result. Bendigo Bank scoreboard sees Balwyn move to within 4 points of the Noble Park Football Club, 7-2-44 to 7-6-48.
So Kelly brings it back in now here for Noble Park. And the kick in short finds Giobi, and he moves this out down into the half-back flank. Plenty of players there. Spoil there by Churgwin. Ball on the deck. Gathered in by O'Regan. Hands over the top now here looking for Simpkin. He puts this in the direction of the goal and in the direction of the car park on the wrong side of the point post. That's out of bounds on the full. And Noble Park will have to bring this one back in. How are you seeing this first quarter so far, Brett Beston?
It's Balwyn who is having the sort of the play at the moment. They're getting themselves nicely going here, but they're just not taking the opportunities. It's all well and good to have the field position, but you've got to kick the goals.
So Kelly's kick up towards the half-forward flank. Watts couldn't take the mark. Got a stiff shoulder there from Adenostu. Ball still on the deck. No one has a clean touch. Churgwin gets wrapped up there. Ball spills out to Cross. Tried to fling it out over the top. Knocked over there by Dorr. Adenostu can't pick it up. And it's in the feet of Simpkin. He gets the quick hands out now here to Nelson. And the ball moved out into the forward pocket and over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, look, I reckon both sides in the opening 10 minutes are trying to break each other down, but it's looking more like a stalemate every moment.
Yeah.
So Meeson in to do the rock works. Had a great one so far this afternoon. Got the 1 goal in the first quarter. Going to go with the rock contest. Who shouldered the majority of the rucking duties this afternoon. Gathered in beautifully here by Cross. Hands out now here to Vanderhaar. Stops, props, looks for another option. Ends up eventually now here with Tregear. He puts this one on goal. And it's just led to the right. Shane Tregear looking to get on the board. He just gets the minor score here for Balwyn. 7-6-48 Noble Park. They lead Balwyn 7-3-45. 10 minutes gone, third term.
Another missed opportunity for Balwyn, and they've just got to convert these. This could come back to haunt them later in the game.
Sketcher plays it to himself. He'll head out towards the Dorr direction. Got 2 players to beat there, and Dorr might have received the free kick.
Nah. Holding. Mini Shepherd holding.
I couldn't have picked it either way there, Brush, because there's no way that was a free kick either way. It's
You're right.
The way that I saw it. But anyway, Rennie Watts has the ball. It's about 80 metres out from goal. He's just going to kick it to the hot spot about 30 metres out from play. Knocked away that time. Monaghan at the fall of ball, little under the leg handball to Kelly. That worked out well, and now the Bulls have a chance to get themselves out of danger, but kick goes out of bounds on the full. Tregear going to waste no time here. No, he goes back. Pye wants him to kick over the man of the mark. Short passes on. Finds Jared Churgwin. He'll go back again. So it seems like they're going to go for the switch here. Pendlebury spots up Taylor Gilchrist. Cross centre half back now. So the ball's gone from the half forward line to the half back line for Balwyn as they switch it across here to Cross.
They've done this a lot, Balwyn, today, switching their play to the other side of the field. It's obviously a tactic.
Now it's coming back.
Back to Rennie Gilchrist. He'll switch it across to Pendlebury. It's got to sit up for him. That gives him the chance to take off to the races. Gives it away to Tregear on the left boot. He goes up inside forward 50. Packing shoes over the back there. First player to meet it there was Morrison. Got it away to Dorr. The big man did well. Got the handball away to Nelson. And that's okay. Morrison squeezed to kick up to Shane Allen, who takes it in the defensive arc. He's about 30 metres out from his opposition goal line. Gets it across to his teammate, and they'll use that far side of the Pat Wright Senior Oval. Not looking pretty, but eventually in the arms there of Bull, who'll be able to take off on the left boot, a scrambling kick up towards the half forward line. And now this is looking okay for coast to coast up towards over in the top there of Alwyn. Goes towards the Harper direction. Overrunning the football there was Sketcher at the crucial stage. Umpire's blown his whistle for a throw, and the football will be in the arms of Ed McCutcheon as we cross down boundary side to Esmond Aponzo.
Just to let you know that Matthew Keane for Noble Park is out of the game after that heavy knock in the second quarter.
Kevin Keane
had a good game too as the ball goes up towards centre half forward, and the umpire once again has blown his whistle. And it'll be a free kick the way of the Tigers in Daniel Hughes, who might just be able to ping it from here. He decides to go short to Simpkin. That was chopped off. It was chopped off out wide. They go to Fraser, linking up to San Filippo on the right boot. He just had a ping at it from absolutely nowhere. I tell you what, it went all the way. It went all the way. Giobi takes it on the last line of defence, Steve.
And the ball moved out to the far forward pocket here for Noble Park, and they'll just gather in. There's 13 minutes gone here in this third quarter. A cracker of a game in Division 1 footy. Eastern Football League on 98.1. This one taken away now here by Simpkin. Bursts through a couple of tackles. Quick hand to O'Sullivan. Ball centred, intended for Fraser. He hit the deck. Ends up in the centre half forward line. Brilliant tackle applied there by Kelly. He forces the ball up right on the centre half forward position here as far as Balwyn are concerned.
Just wondering, boys, what Mick Fogarty's going to do with these rotations, because he's 2 down now. He lost Trent Robertson early, and now Kevin Keen's gone, so it's going to make it really hard.
As Goebbels takes the mark off that kick from Fraser at out of the rucking contest, and Jeff Goebbels, who had that goal to close out the second quarter, lining up for his potentially second here halfway through the third, and a pivotal goal here for Balwyn, fellas, potentially.
Grant Campbell, thanks to Choose Tap.
Inside 50s, 10-6 this quarter in favour of Balwyn, and surely with the limit of rotations, maybe Gwilt pushes up and plays a bit of midfield time, maybe?
Well, he had 15 goals coming into this game. He's got 16 on the season so far. Jeff Goebbels, from about 25 metres out, slight angle, moves in here for Balwyn. And it's picture perfect. Balwyn get their 8.
Okay, we have scores now.
They move to 8-3-51. They lead Noble Park 7-6-48. 14 minutes gone here. Third term at Pat Wright, senior reserve.
For all the play they've had in this third quarter, Balwyn, for the first 15 minutes, 3 points in front. A couple of players I've noticed in their forward line need to lift a bit more. I don't know what's actually happened with Danny Hughes in the last 12 months, but he's just not giving. I don't see what he's giving at the moment.
So Meeson into the ruck now, taking over from Watts. That was infringement there against Noble Park. As quick hands there out from Gilchrist, looking for the lead there of Chivers, just evaded him. Goebbels is there for Balwyn. Chivers comes in for some assistance, forces it over the boundary line. We'll have yet another boundary throw it.
So where is that comment coming from, Brash?
I don't reckon he's doing enough. I reckon he was a great player at South Croydon. I reckon since he's gone to Balwyn, I reckon his football's gone backwards.
It's a big call. I think he's been okay today.
I don't reckon he's done enough, BWS, for the player of his ilk.
Pye throws it in. Meeson had the front spot. Allen at the fall of the ball. Kick was half smothered. Will go out of bounds.
Could say the same thing about Ziggy Alwyn at the other end, surely.
Yeah.
Out of bounds on the full, in fact. It really looked like it was touched, but nonetheless, Taylor Gilchrist on the right boot. Inside forward 50 he goes, spearing past Jeffrey Goebbels. Gets down low and takes the mark.
And this is why Goebbels is, one of the class footballers in this competition. He works his backside up the ground. He's prepared to, work around the ground for kicks, but, he's also equally adept at going back down forward, taking the big grab and kicking the big goal. That's something that Danny Hughes needs to add to his arsenal.
Well, Jeff Goebbels, his side currently lead by 3 points. He'd love to extend this lead. He's a beautiful kick of the football. Which way will this one go? It'll go right. And through for a minor score. So increases the buffer, which is now 4 points for the Balwyn Tigers. 8-4-52 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Lead Noble Park is 7-6-48. And it's Noble Park bringing the ball back in. Shane Allen takes a mark, still inside the arc, Steve.
He was quite early, quite early Goebbels, but he's really come into the game, hasn't he, in this the last couple of quarters.
Thomas swings this one on right, out wide, in now here to Luke Ball for Noble Park. This one moved in looking for Alwyn, and he took the mark just inside the boundary line, and a good one. And he'll take this on the centre wing area on the far side here for Noble Park. They currently trail by 4 points. Nearly 20 minutes into this third term as the Flyers up there, and that was a good mark taken by Pendlebury. Quick hands, finds Tregear, and he bursts out of the half-back line now here for Balwyn. The kick up towards Goebbels, and he takes a mark, being prolific so far in the last 5-10 minutes of this quarter. And taking the mark in now here is Roach. Plays on quickly, and this finds Gilchrist, the captain for Balwyn, who's been outstanding.
Good kick.
And his kick intended there for, I believe that was Kennedy. His quick hands now back to Goebbels. He fires this one in. It's going to bounce. Which way will it bounce? And socket off through from San Filippo. And he makes sure of it. And Balwyn pull away. They are 9-4-58. They lead Noble Park 7-6-48. 10 points the margin. 18 minutes gone on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Well, probably a bit of reward there for effort for Balwyn. They've been really... the last 10 minutes, they are really pushing and
they've
pushing.
They've been peppering, haven't they, Brash?
They have been pushing real hard, and just maybe the legs are starting to show a little bit of wear and tear here for Noble Park.
Inside 50s, 13-6 this quarter in favour of Balwyn, and they continue to dominate the uncontested possession, leading at 53-27. if Noble Park are going to get back into this match, surely they've got to even that up a bit more.
True stats today with Grant Soupy Campbell. 10-point lead. It's a seesawing affair, isn't it? Another chance, little fresh air shot that time by Simpkin to no avail. Well, nicely done there by Monaghan. He got boot to ball. It's still in the centre square. Gilchrist received the handball. Now he'll charge the ball forward. Inside forward 50. Here he goes. Goebbels at the front spot. Sanfilippo back to Goebbels. Gets boot to ball. Up and under kick. It might have travelled the required distance. It did, but Tim Kelly underneath it took a very good mark. Switch it out to the back pocket, found his teammate there in Corrigan, who had a cool head and spotted up a target there, and Hudson Thomas across the half-back line on the right boot. He's kicked it very wide, too wide in fact, and it'll be a free kick to Balwyn, but out of bounds on the full, true centre wing position, right in front of the faithful. It comes out. That was Taylor Gilchrist, found Roach in the middle of the ground. They'll go now, spotted up a target there in Jono Simpkin. He'll go back, little handball away, looking for the skipper there, and Rennie Gilchrist. He called for it, but Martin was on his hammer, and the target didn't hit him. So Stacks on the mill in shoes, and will have a bounce just inside the centre square. 10 points is the margin. Balwyn lead this one, 58-48. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. 98.1 Radio Eastern, streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au. Rennie Watts had the knockdown straight down the throat of O'Regan. Umpire said, give it back to me. Let's restart this one once again.
Gee, did he have to wear one there, O'Regan? Gosh.
Watts, fair bit of mud on his jumper, getting the nappy sound out after this one's finished, I'm sure. This kick booted up in towards the forward line. They're looking for Alwyn over the head of him and Simpkin. Running onto it, there's Simpkin, quick hands to Pendlebury, and in turn, up come Balwyn there through McCutcheon. A turn straight over there, a shot from Corrigan, and he's put it through! Corrigan responds in kind, 8-6, 54. They trail Balwyn 9-4, 58, and 21 minutes gone. Noble Park 4 points behind, guys.
I tell you what, they needed that Noble Park because Balwyn has had a great little period. But I tell you what, Sam Corrigan, he's been very good. He was particularly good in the last quarter. Hasn't been best on, but he's been very, very good. He's done a lot of good things, and that could be the spark that Noble Park needed.
They certainly need a spark, Brett, because with 2 men down, they're going to have to find everything this afternoon for the last 30 minutes of football.
Big contender for the goal of the day, brought to you by Vibro Health, Fitness and Beauty. A big prize coming the way of the best goal kicker this afternoon, and he's put his hand right up in the premiership quarter, has Sean Corrigan, as the umpire brings the ball back into the middle. 4 points is the margin. Watts goes up that time against Thomas. No clear knockout. Watts got a little kick though. Umpire blowed his whistle and see a push go the way of Cross in the middle of the ground. He wants to waste no time. He'll kick the ball inside 450, looking for Fraser. It was out in front of him. It was a bit of a wobbly one. He couldn't try to trap it, but here's the play to mop it up there in Shane Allen up towards the half-forward line. Bouncing football. This sits well for Corrigan on the right boot. Inside 450, he goes up towards the top of the goal square, but getting back and taking a strong Marcus Hughes on the handball goes to Tregear on the left boot. He'll use the grandstand side of Pat Wright, senior oval, up towards the wing position. Monaghan got the spoil, got it away to Sketcher, squeezed the kick out, but Tregear was going to chop that one off. Got it to Gilchrist, back to Tregear on the left boot. Scrambly, wobbly kick up towards the half-forward line. Here's Jeffrey. He's had some sort of a turn. Went for the old one too. He's going to switch it across the face here. Gets it across to Roach on the right boot. Inside forward 50, looking for Simpkin. It's just got to sit up for him. Does he have the poise? Does he have the accuracy? You little beauty. What an answer that is for the Balwyn Football Club. Fantastic play there to switch it across the corridor. And Simpkin just slammed it home from 45. That's another contender for the Vibro Health, Fitness and Beauty goal of the day, gentlemen. Fantastic play there by Balwyn.
Sorry, Peter, but once again it was that man Goebbels, wasn't it? He's just been in everything in this quarter.
Well, tell you what, Brash, when you just thought Noble Park were knocking on the door, the cooler heads have prevailed. And I tell you what, that was a good goal. They were still under pressure the whole way. They took the risk and they put the points on the board.
So, very well put.
2 straight kicks in this one. Closing stages of the third term as Cross gets it now here for Balwyn and kicks this one up towards the full forward area. A wrestling match there between Goebbels and Morrison. And free kick going the way of Morrison, much to the applause of the Noble Park faithful.
3 kicks this quarter, 10-2 in favour of Balwyn.
10-2.
Correct.
That's a big stat.
Gwilt gets shoved from behind and wins the free kick in the process on the half-back flank here for Noble Park.
10-3 now.
24 minutes gone.
Just saying.
Thanks to Choose Tap Pro, Betsy.
Kick up there, flyer there was Gilchrist. Snapped off the boot there was Benoit. Up in the direction, they're looking there for Nelson. Ball one down here by Balwyn, going in hard there was Harper. And the ball comes out now in favour of Balwyn. Vanderhaar gets tackled strongly there by Sketcher. And the umpire said, "I'll ball it up, fellas." Well, tough stuff here, the closing stages of the third quarter.
Just couldn't afford to leak another goal here on the strike of three-quarter time here, Noble Park.
So Watts does the rucking as he's done all afternoon, and good tackle applied there by Ball, and we'll have yet another
Is that
ball
a
up.
good game, Rennie Watts, Brash?
Yeah, he's probably, for mine, best game I've seen him play for quite a while.
So ball slapped forward there by Watts in the direction there of Sketcher for Noble Park. He gets met solidly, and we'll have take 3. About 5 metres gained there for Balwyn.
What the Bulls wouldn't give for a goal here to get back within a kick at three-quarter time, that'd be an excellent result for them if they could do it.
I think they have to be within that goal.
Watts wins the tap again. Ball locked in there, it sprees in towards the direction of Harper, but Balwyn are going to get to it first. One out now here by Gilchrist. Gets the quick hands over the top, looking for the tackle. There was Petropoulos. Ball on the deck. It spills out here to Alwyn, gets the hands out. They shoot on goal, and it's just wide. Petropoulos looking for his, I believe that was his possible second of the afternoon. The margin down to 9 points. Noble Park 8-7-55, trailing Balwyn 10-4-64 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Jackson Weatherall to bring the ball back in. Barry Cotts in the score centre will be bringing you up to date with all those important three-quarter time scores in a matter of moments, but this is still happening here in the third term. Taylor Gilchrist for Balwyn. He's going to slow things up in the back pocket. He knows that time is ticking away, and he'll suck up every moment that he wants with it. Comes out now, marks me, been trapped by Corrigan, got it away. Kelly was the intended target for him, and he laid a pretty strong tackle, and the umpire is going to pay a free kick to the Bulls too, so they'll certainly take that. There's plenty of time left in this term if they want it. The kick goes inside 450. Alwyn looked like he might have been held. Monahan had the front spot. The umpire said play on. Stacks on the mill, and we'll have a bounce 35 metres out from the Noble Park goal line.
It's crucial that Noble Park keep the ball in their forward 15 these last couple of minutes to try and generate a goal.
Gwilt went up against Meeson. Eventually Meeson trapped it, kicked it in the middle of the ground. An unnecessary push was paid in the middle, and Tregear's going to take the mark. Sorry, Dan Hughes it will be. Hughes on the right boot, kicks it out wide. That's okay. Here's O'Regan. Did a little pirouette. That was impressive. Got it out wide there to O'Sullivan. Up towards the 50 arc now. Goes at the fall of the ball. Simpkin kicked an absolute corker only moments ago. Trapped the football well. Gets it back to Tregear. He wants to use the left. He has to go with the right this time. Up towards the top of the goal square. It didn't have enough carry, and Humphrey takes the mark in the back pocket. Gets it away to Kyle Martin. They want to move the ball quickly. Here's Shane Allen. It sits up for him nicely. Short passes on. James Gwilt on the left boot goes back inboard to Martin. You'd think he'd go for the switch, or he's going to go down the guts. There was never enough time as the siren sounds to announce three-quarter time, a 9